Hello, and welcome to another edition of Only Tyler Will Tell. Today's episode, family. And I'm going to start by explaining to you that I'm going to take family a little further than just the basic blood family. We're going to talk about people that you choose to make family. I know that in this world there is family you choose and family you don't, and obviously you get the base family you don't choose in the very beginning. Your mom and your dad, they did the hokey pokey, and that's what it's all about. And bam, there's a baby, and you're out. There you go. Bam. Blood family. At that very base age, before you make these real human connections, you rely on this family to basically make you you, essentially. I suppose they keep you alive and they keep you fed and well rested. And, well, none of us wanted to be rested when we were kids, but before you go out into the world and start making these interpersonal connections, this is what family is. And they teach you what defines family and what makes a family. And for a lot of us, hopefully all of us, most of us, we have a very solid idea of what family means because when we were younger, our family literally taught us that because that's where that comes from. That's how you define what family is to you. And in some rare situations, there are people that don't get that solid base from their actual family, and they end up relying on those outside connections. But I'm going to get into that in a second. Most of the time, when you go out and make these connections, these outside family members, these non-blood family members, usually you go off a criteria that is pretty much handed down to you from your actual family, or you make your own based on experiences. So what makes that adopted family member? How do friends become alleged family? How do they become this? And honestly, they obviously do. I have a lot of people in my life that I consider family that are not even related to me. And hopefully we all have at least one person that is family that was not, we weren't born into that family, but we consider them as such. A lot of the time it's from a young age where you make your first interpersonal connections, whether it be in elementary school or you wait till later on, it's like middle school or high school. There are people that are, there for you. And I think what makes this outside person family is basically a person acting as what a family should be in your ideal opinion. So in my opinion, these outside people become family because they support you, they care about you, obviously. It's a very, very basic idea, probably basic criteria. They come and build you at your low points, and they are right there to cheer you on when you meet your high points. They get you through the worst fucking situations, and they help you, and they are still there, still screaming for you when you make it to the finish line of whatever race you're running, whether it be a literal race or a hypothetical race of whatever your life is. Can't possibly know all of your lives, so I'm sorry that I can't give you a real, you definition of what that means. But another thing I think is really important about these outside family members is even when you're not talking to them, when you don't hear from them or speak to them in quite some time, a lot of the time these family members, you'll out of nowhere hear from them, or you'll go message them because you're having a rough time or you just miss the fuck out of them. And it's like no time has ever been lost. That those criteria is based on basically what I define as family. It's like no matter what happens, wherever they are, they could be across the world, and they're there for you, even in the worst shit. No matter what they have going on, they are always there. They are always ready to hear from you, ready to be there for you, ready to cheer you on if shit's going well. And hopefully, that is reciprocated from, both people. And for the most part, usually when it's a family kind of situation, it is. That's why you guys become close enough to consider yourselves family. I have been extremely, extremely lucky with some of the friendships I have made, and these people have become family. I've got names running through my head left and right about what people I would definitely consider, even people I haven't talked to in a long time. And it's fantastic to know no matter how bad things get or how great things get, at any point in time, I can go message this person or these people and they're there for me, or they're super, super happy for me. And that's genuine. It's essentially what family is. Um, and sometimes those outside family members can even trump like actual family members to an extent. I mean, there's biological family, and then maybe not all of us feel that. Hopefully not. But where actual family member has let you down in a big way, and maybe even you don't consider them family anymore because of all of the things that has happened and what has been done, and their regards for you is obviously limited to nothing, depending on whatever family member that is. And it's sad to think that people that base family you're born with can be broken apart so easily, and sometimes it can be, and it hurts, and it sucks to see it happen, but it is very possible, and it's upsetting to say the least. And I think if I think those friends that you define, that you later consider to be family, now these relationships can be developed, with the outside family members, can be developed from your entire life almost, or what feels like your entire life, from just years to not that long of a period of time. And every relationship grows differently, and when that person meets that criteria for family, and it's the first time you call them family, and that's huge, because sometimes your base family is amazing and fantastic, but having that outside family member or members is practically irreplaceable. I'm sorry, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you have a different definition for what family means to you, and not like coming in from outside. If you have some other criteria or some other vision of what family means to you, or what you look for in somebody, to add them into that family coming in, drop that down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I would love to hear about any of these experiences. Now, am I wrong? Am I wrong to say that this outside family, they really are family? Do you not consider them on an equal or near equal playing field as actual biological family? I would love to hear about that too. Maybe you think I'm wrong about this, but I'm 100% behind what I'm saying right now. And quite frankly, maybe that's not how you feel. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I could be just the crazy one thinking like this. Well, only Tyler will tell.